this is kind of crazy. So I am in Denver, Colorado, headed up to Rocky Mountain National Park. About to do some hiking. Walking into Trader Joe's. Gonna get some things. Oh, I gotta go this way. This is my car and my groceries. This oyster in front of me, that guy, he parked too close. And I had a really difficult time pulling out. A few things I couldn't bring on the plane, like fuel. Finally made it to the Lawn Lake trailhead. Running a little behind here. Got here later than I wanted to, but I got everything that I needed. They're calling for snow this weekend, so that should be exciting. And I am going to show you some of the food that I got here in a minute. All right. So I finally made it on the trail. It's raining. It's gorgeous. A little bit of fog. Should be turning to snow soon. It's about 5:40 p.m. Got about 2 miles to go. Sunset's at 6:30. So I might beat sunset. I'm not thinking so though. Thinking I'll probably get to the campsite around 7:30. A lot of just uphill, but everywhere you turn, it's gorgeous. It's just pure beauty. Well, that was a pretty good estimate of time. Is like 7:15. I said 7:30. Going slow. It's the first day. Wasn't sure how my body would react to the altitude. Seemed to be doing good though. So took it nice slow pace. I'm about to set up camp and eat some food. One thing that's kind of fun is that when you take your backpack off after hiking for a little bit, you kind of feel like you're floating. Your body's so light. I'm going a little tea. Go with my dinner. I'm just keeping it simple tonight. Just gonna eat some dry stuff. Don't feel like cooking something up really. It's chilly. But that's why I want the tea. So, and it's dark already. Tomorrow night I'll cook something while it's still light out. I'm just gonna eat some stuff and get in that sleeping bag. So one of the best parts of the trip so far has been finding these little notes from Jana and the kids. Little drawings and stuff. You probably can't see it, but that's been really cool. You can hear the rain on the tent. I love that sound. So as you can see behind me, it snowed a little bit last night. Ooh, look at all that snow. Yeah, pretty cool. My site got a little wet, so I spent the morning cleaning stuff up, getting it dried out, getting ready to head up to the next site. But fortunately all my clothes are dry and I have plastic and stuff, so I'm good to go. But anyway, I'm going to show you the river up close here in a minute. Gotta stop and get some water, and I think I might make a cup of coffee. Cup of Joe. Cup of Joe. A cup of Joe. Cup of Joe. So that's the river that I'm going to get some water from. Gonna boil it up, make it sanitary to drink. I had to use my water bottle as a pee bottle last night because it was too cold and wet to venture out of the tent. So I gotta clean that really well. I have soap and boiling water, so I'll get the pee taste out of there. Might taste good. People drink their own pee all the time. I don't know. It's a whole thing. Urine is sterile, they say, so I'm not too worried about it. Cup of Joe. Joe of Cup. Cup of Joe. Got my coffee ready. I also made some tea. I'm gonna save that for later. Got it in my stainless steel pea mug. I figured maybe the tea would hide the flavor of the pea. I don't know. Anyway, headed up to Lake Lawn from Cut Bank now, so let's see how it goes. Should be fun. I don't know if you can hear that. It's kind of crazy. Snow and thunder at the same time. I've never experienced that. I've heard about it, but I haven't seen any lightning, so I don't feel like I need to seek shelter at the moment. But if I see any lightning, I'm gonna find a rock to hide underneath. Okay, it's time to eat a little bit of snow. Get this pretty little pine tree holding this perfect snow. And make a little snowball. Snowball! Sorry, Olaf. Love you. This is pure snow. Pure. Imagine what the street value of this is. I wonder if I can catch a snowflake on my tongue. I'll try again later. Sorry. Disappointment, I know. I made a snowball, and I'm going to throw it at that rock. That rock has not been nice to me, and he deserves a snowball beat down. So now, what you gonna do, rock? What you gonna do? Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ooh, there's some more thunder. Rock never saw it coming. It deserved it. That rock is a mean little rock. He's kind of big though, but he deserved it for sure. Come on, guys. You didn't even try to hide it. Not even try. Time for a little break. Eating some cashews. They're delicious. And organic Turkish apricots. These things right here. Holy mackerel, they're so good. Thank you, Joe, for trading whatever you traded to get those apricots. I don't know what it was, but you're a genius. Thank you, Trader Joe. Your cashews are good too. Oh, and also, I've been drinking some tea out of my pea bottle. I don't taste any pea flavor at all. It's delicious. I got like this peach kind of tea. I don't know, it's peach something. And it's really good. Hits the spot. I think it's non-caffeinated though, so which is fine. I don't need caffeine. Got plenty of energy. Plenty of energy. I'm a young buck. Rah! Young buck. This view is epic. Words can't even describe this place. It's like nothing I've seen before. It's gorgeous. Like I said, words don't do it justice. That's where I'm going. Up there. Getting a little windy. A little windy. Windy bindy. I don't know who they made this hood for. It goes way down over your face. Come on. North Face. Is that why North cover your face? This little brim you made, it's too big. There's probably a way to adjust it that I'm unaware of. I need to figure that out. Alright, good job. Someone's been sharpening their nails over here. It's snowing Dippin' Dots, look. I don't know if you can see that. They're Dippin' Dots. Snowballs, little baby snowballs. I want to introduce you to a friend that I met up here. He's kind of shy, doesn't really talk a whole lot, but anyway, his name is, what's your name? Oh, his name is Moses. I didn't name him. That's just his name. Hey Moses, how you doing? So he's not very talkative. He's a nice guy though. Good company. I don't know if you can see this. It's really snowy. It's cool. So I got camp all set up. I was trying to hike on to Crystal Lake to check that out, but the snow is so heavy that the trail disappears. I can't seem to find the trail. I know which direction it goes, but not too confident about wandering in a snowstorm. So probably just gonna head back to the camp and hunker down for the night, or bunker down. I don't know which saying that is, but either way, yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Might explore a tiny bit more. I can follow my own foot tracks back, so that's a good thing. Just to show you how much it's snowing right now, I just walked through this spot here about 10 minutes ago, and I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see how much my tracks have been covered already. These tracks right over by the tent have been pretty much covered completely at this point. Here's the tent. That's Lawn Lake. Tent has mostly dried out from how wet it was this morning, so I got some plastic I'm going to put down and then my bedding, and should be good to go. This wind blowing the way it is, it's coming up under the fly of the tent, getting a little moisture in the tent. So I'm trying to build a little berm, like igloo style, just around the tent to keep the snow from blowing under when the wind blows. So I'll show you what I'm doing there. Snow around the edges here, so there's not as much room for snow to blow under when the wind comes through. I want to get it under there because I want to floor the tent wet again, but just need to get it as close as I can. Look, the sun peeking out a little, saying hi. So I know you've been asking yourself, what is Dan wearing? No, I know you haven't been asking that, but I'm going to tell you anyway, because it's like, I don't know, 30, between 25 and 30 degrees out right now. Last night it got down to about 20. Tonight it's supposed to get down into the teens. So I got to be careful, make sure I stay warm and snuggly. So this is what I'm wearing right now that I'm back to the tent and kind of getting ready for the night. I have this down jacket, sleeve sticking out on that side, down jacket followed by a down vest, followed by a thermal shirt, followed by like a Nike, like spandex kind of workout shirt, followed by another Nike spandex insulated workout shirt. That's what's on top. On bottom, we got, so I've got these hiking pants. When I bought them, I thought they said they were waterproof. I guess they're just water resistant because they're definitely not waterproof. But fortunately, they dry very quickly, so they're no longer wet, all dry and good to go. And I've got this pair of wool socks here. And then I've got some insulated cycling pants. Underneath that, I've got another pair of socks. Some more wool socks. And then underneath that, I've got some more running, those are like running pant leggings kind of things. So, got lots of layers. Not gonna freeze out here. Gonna stay nice and warm. I actually feel very comfortable. Earlier today when I started out, I actually felt like I was overheating. I had to take off. Don't wear all of this while I'm hiking, just when I'm not moving. I only had 2 layers on for hiking when I started this morning, and I had to take one of those off, go down to just 1 layer underneath my jacket, my raincoat, to keep me dry because it was just too hot. But anyway, I also made this little clothesline in here to help dry some things out. So I had some stuff this morning that got completely soaked, so I can't dry that out, not savable. Fortunately, I packed enough, but I definitely next time I'm gonna pack probably a little lighter. This pack is a little heavier than I would like. I definitely packed too much food, but better to have more than you need than not, I guess, right? Anyway, just wanted to show you guys that. Almost forgot to show you my mittens. I'm using these at night. I've got gloves that I'm wearing during the day, but yeah, these mittens keep my hands nice and cozy. So, yeah. And just found out my sleeping bag is wet inside, so not too excited about that, but hopefully it'll dry out a little bit before I get into it. It's rated down to 15 degrees, so even if it's a little wet with all these layers I have on, I'll be fine. But anyway, just might not like it. Out of nowhere, I got this leg cramp. Oh my gosh. I probably haven't had enough salt. Jeez. I felt fine. I just bent my leg and all of a sudden just cramped up so hard on me. Oh man. Oh. Massaging it now. Feel better, little leg. Please and thank you. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and it's pretty wet inside the tent. A lot of condensation, just from the difference in temperature between my body putting off heat and the outside. I'll show you a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but this clothesline actually didn't help too much. Everything is just, my gloves hanging up, they're just all wet on the outside. Hopefully they're drier on the inside though. So, gotta get this stuff packed up and get moving. I don't think I showed you these yesterday. These are my gaiters and crampons. These help with traction in the snow, and these help to keep snow and debris out of your boots. These are Yak Tracks, and Outdoor Research makes these. I'm not really a huge fan of these. They've got a plastic piece here that doesn't really mold well to the shoe, so it kind of leaves a gap there. I'd rather have something a little more form-fitting, I think, next time. And these Yak Tracks, they're good. I would definitely say if you're thinking about getting some, if you're anywhere close to the edge of the size chart, I would go the next size up. These are a little snug on these boots, but they'll do the job. So I got the inside of the tent all packed up. Now I just gotta head out, break down the tent, use the restroom, go get my food canister, and eat a little something, maybe make some coffee, and then hit the trail. A cup of joe. Wow. Definitely got a little bit more snow last night. I'm going to show you here in a second. this is kind of crazy. 5 feet from my tent. Look, not even 4 feet. Those are big paw prints. Big paw prints. Like a bear walked right past my tent at some point, and it wasn't too long ago because my tracks from yesterday are gone, but his tracks are still here, or hers. But it looks like that bear was alone, no cubs or anything, so I'm gonna use the bathroom and scoot. So one thing you may or may not know about leave no trace backpacking and camping is that you're really supposed to leave no trace whatsoever, particularly in national parks. So what that means is when you use the restroom, you have your clean toilet paper, but you also get to bring your used toilet paper home with you to dispose of. So keep that in mind. Don't leave a mess in the wilderness. Bring an extra bag for the nasty. My food canister is almost completely buried. It's just from last night. It's behind this rock, so it didn't get as much snow as the rest of everywhere else, but I'm really glad that I followed the advice to keep it far away from your camp. With that bear passing by. Just a good reminder, never to eat in your tent or near your campsite. Because the bear just walked straight through. He or she didn't poke around. You could see those tracks. They were just walked right past me. Never knew I was there. Or if they did, they didn't care. So, yeah, good reminder. Time to say goodbye to Lawn Lake Trail. No footsteps today. Hiking through fresh snow is no joke. It takes a lot of energy, especially I've been hitting some like snow banks that are hip deep every so often, and you don't know until you step into it. So it's a little bit of a surprise, but it just makes for all the more adventure. So video quit working on my phone for a while, but seems to be working again. Got a little moisture inside the case, so these iPhone 7s are supposed to be waterproof, so I guess I'll find out if they really are. It's not in the case now. Anyway, it's been a great hike. So just indescribably peaceful with the snow falling. I didn't see tracks of any other people hiking until about 2 or 3 miles down the trail, and it looked like someone had hiked up and decided that was a good place to turn around and head back down. Might have been a few more miles than that, but not really exactly sure. Did run into a group of folks going up on a day hike up to Lawn Lake, so we talked for a minute. They were a real nice group of folks. And anyway, I want to show you, hopefully I can show you some of the places that I showed you earlier and how much snow has fallen. It's I know you're probably getting tired of snow pictures, but it's pretty awesome. So I'm really thankful for these Trax crampons. They've done great helping me to keep my footing, especially on the downhills. But one thing that they're doing now that's a little annoying is they're making little snowballs, big snowballs. I don't know if you could see that or not, that I'm having to knock off every few feet. I might end up taking them off here a little bit and see if that works better. So I'm at a crossroads here. The trail behind me leads up to where I'm supposed to camp tonight. It's about a 4-mile hike back up to the same elevation that I was at earlier this morning, about 11,000 feet. So I am contemplating cutting the trip a little short. So that last sign you saw was literally a crossroads for me there. That was the trail up to my next campsite that I had reserved for tonight. I had to make a tough decision and decided to call it at this point. It is still snowing really hard. There was 10 to 12 inches at the elevation I was at this morning, and so if it's snowing like this today, it's probably going to be at least double that by tomorrow morning. And just a lot of different factors. My tent and everything being wet is one of them. Kind of hard to dry out with continuous snowfall. My body was another one. I have felt really good for most of the trip, but this morning when I woke up, I had severe knee pain, really bad. And if you know me, I'm not one to complain about pain very often. I couldn't really even bend my leg at first. I was worried that I was going to be hobbling all the way down the mountain, but I just started to move it and stretch and rub it, get some heat on it, and that really seemed to help a lot. So that I had no pain from it whatsoever all the way down, so that was awesome. One thing that I didn't expect was my hip flexors on the way up just started almost immediately started hurting, and I've just been stretching to get those, and the pain level was pretty much constant after I started, probably at like a 2 or a 3 out of 1 to 10, but then like every so often they'd just be screaming like really really bad, and I'd have to stop and stretch. But also, my lower back, I've got a herniated disc in my lower back, so that has definitely been giving me a few issues, just some constant pain. It's not really much more than I go through on a daily basis, but again, just having to stop and stretch and take time for that. So with as difficult as it was hiking through that snow this morning, especially when I'd hit a snowbank and sink up to my hips, getting back out of that and with my pack on and everything was a bit tough. So I think I did the smart thing. I really feel like I got what I came here for, which was adventure, solitude, a challenge, to see some beauty and to connect with nature. And I'm just so thankful that Jana and the kids made this possible for me to come out here and do this. So I am going to head to town and get something to eat, because all I've had to eat today is a Cliff Bar and some crackers, and I hiked a little over 6 miles through the snow. So feeling a little snacky right now, and I'm not in the mood for nuts at the moment. So since I'm in a warm car and can drive to get some, I think I'll go find some delicious vegan food.